Welcome everyone to today's YouTube Live on embracing positive body image. In a world where societal pressures and unrealistic standards often dictate how we perceive ourselves, cultivating a healthy and positive body image has become increasingly important. Today, we delve into this crucial issue from various angles, exploring it through the lens of psychology, self acceptance, and societal influence. Our journey will involve understanding the detrimental effects of negative body image, exploring strategies to promote self love and acceptance, and discussing ways to foster a culture that celebrates diversity and inclusivity. Join us as we embark on a journey towards embracing positive body image where everybody is celebrated and valued for its uniqueness and beauty. Today, we have with us Ms. Ridhika Agarwal, counseling psychologist and the founder of Hope Through Talk. Her area of expertise include anger management, stress management, career counseling, self-confidence, and personal therapy. With a passion of empowering individuals, Ritika ma'am has also taken on the role of a guest lecturer. Our another speaker for today is Ms.Yeaija Choudhury, has been a mental health enthusiast since a very young age and is known for being vocal about her journey with body image issues as a storyteller in various social media platforms and communities. She has her master's done in clinical psychology from Christ University and is currently a psychologist in PsychSpace. And I am Vaidehi Agarwal, currently in my final year of master's in clinical psychology from Christ University and an intern with PsychSpace. I will be your moderator today. I welcome our both of our speakers.
Thank you so much, Vaidehi. That was a
Thank you,
lovely
Vaidehi.
introduction. Thank you.
So, moving ahead, we have seen negative body image is a prevalent issue in modern society, influenced by various factors. I want to ask our speakers, what are the key factors contributing negative body image in our society?
So I would like to answer this question. First of all, thank you, Vede, for the warm welcome. And I feel so much pleasure to be a part of this webinar today. And also, I feel really grateful that PsychSpace is bringing up such topics every week so that people can be educated much about the recent scenario and the things which actually needs our attention in our society at large. Yeah, so coming to your question, if I say for the factors which are having directly impact on negative body image or when it comes to emphasizing self acceptance of our own skin or feeling comfortable with our own skin, first of all, the influence of media is very important here. Like, see, we have always seen teenagers or a very young mind, they actually have this called the idea of perfectionism or getting in the shape of their favorite actor or actresses, right? So media influence starts from a very young age and it keeps on influencing people throughout all developmental stages, more or less. So, like, say for example, if their favorite actress is doing something, doing some kind of act which is promoting certain kind of products which is actually directly impacting their health and well-being, they will definitely gonna try that product before actually investigating what the product might be do or might not be harmful or might be harmful for their mental well-being or physical health, right? So this idea of perfectionism and the influence of media is playing a very key role or a factor, you must say, for more into giving a trigger point to more this body image and negativity issues. Then comes social comparison. We have this phenomena almost everywhere, be it school, workplace, in your home. We usually tend to compare our body or our skin with other individuals who are basically having a plus point, maybe according to the social construct in their body or their looking or their appearance, right? So our comparison never stays with us. Like, we do not compare us with our older version to what newer version we are having, but our comparison is always between the people who are we actually encountering in our daily life. And I'm saying not in the personal level, but also your society or the people at the gathering are also introducing this comparison unconsciously, or may not be, but it's there. Then we can say peer pressure again. It's a very important factor, because it starts with comparing ourselves with our friends or our relative or just a companion of ourselves. We might have feelings of inferiority just by seeing them. We do not have so much of awareness about how one's body are made, because there are different types of body shapes, like we have pure shape, we have rectangle shape. Just having an outlook of just one body type is correct and other falls into inferiority, it's very wrong, and people do not have this much of awareness about the types, or say what kind of thing it can be impacting their mental health, or by saying or emphasizing these issues. So yeah, peer pressure is always there. Then comes body shaming, which is of course not hidden from us. So body shaming is not just ki someone is commenting on their body structure, or say it can be very slightest of the thing. We used to uh, get to hear in a family gathering, may suppose for an example, it can be done unconsciously also. Like होता है ना, we hear this thing, इसको तो एक फूक मारेंगे उड़ जाएगा, या फिर you क्या होता है, stop eating so much of sugar, it's definitely contributing to a weight. Or you have a very thick skin, you might feel hot more than what I am feeling. So these are small remarks. People may say it out of sarcasm or just by joke, or may not be they mean it, but the statements or this labeling may have an impact to the person who is actually facing issues, right? So yeah, this body shaming issue, then stigma, which is being already there regarding a lots of type of body types or skin color or whatever it may be. So the stigma, the stereotypes are always there, which is also again contributing for a person to may have body shaming issues, or may have sometime or the other they have faced this issue in their life. The last point, but not the least, I would like to highlight about the objectification. Now this is the thing, usually I feel women especially, they actually encounter this objectification. Like say for example, during the times of they are getting married, or they are just their family searching for a guy for them, they're actually their approval for the relationship or getting married is objectified by their beauty standards. If she is all healthy, having glowing skin, then probability increases of their approval. So we hear no things like saying to a bride like reduce some weight before getting married, or things like that. So this objectification which is done with a body type or what kind of appearance he or she is carrying at the time when he or she needs a social approval or something. So this objectification is definitely contributing towards negative body image. Yeah, so I feel I covered almost a main of the factors which actually required attention, and people needs to be very mindful when actually they are throwing these things, whether consciously or unconsciously. Media literacy will definitely help, and again, yeah, self compassion and things like that are definitely at the need of ours.
Yeah, for sure. Certain factors that you have mentioned definitely plays a role. Like we have also seen, and there too much of coming up of social media, wherein actors, actresses are using products wherein, and that is influencing people. So for that, I think Instagram also brought up the concept of paid partnership, because that
Yes.
they know that it is a paid partnership. They're paid for it. That's why they're promoting this product. Wherein we have seen people promoting sugar or certain healthy products for the sake of just promoting, and the society accepting it as if like, okay, the actor is eating, it is the right thing to do so. But they don't know that the actors don't follow it or don't follow the right dietary plan
Right.
also. Yeja ma'am, would you like to add on it?
I think Ridhika has basically covered all the points beautifully. And yes, like the social media thing is something which is like a very, um, it's a very important component when it comes to body image, because you see so much of people, known, unknown, very unknown. You have never ever seen someone, but you're seeing it on social media, and then you're comparing yourself. You are building a unrealistic standard for yourself, that I should also be looking that way. you know so things like that, I mean, like, I basically agree with all the points Ritika has said. I think she has covered most of it beautifully.
Yes, for sure. And also comparison, like after being Instagram so famous and the paparazzi that we talk about, who taken every moment of the tits and bits of the celebrities. Like if we take the example of the Ambani wedding that has recently, the pre-wedding that was all
Correct.
over the Instagram.
Mhm.
They're all over the explore section of people, of the outfits they were wearing, how they are looking. Like even for Deepika Padukone, they were mentioning she's giving back poses or any back poses and not showing the front pictures in our Instagram. That was also made an issue out of it, and because of that they are body shamed. Even the actresses or the actors in the society are body shamed, after which, because even they are working very hard to keep or maintain themselves. So the sector is also there. That social media definitely plays a very important role and a very significant high role, that we feel that leads everyone to talk about body image or have a doubt about themselves, or think about, think in a negative way about themselves, whether it's the celebrities or us. If we talk about, talking about
Correct.
social media, as we definitely said, it plays a very significant role in shaping our body image perceptions and our attitudes that we hold, often as contributing to the negative body image issue. I want to ask, how does social media influence body image perception, particularly among the younger generation, like the young people who are too involved in the social media life?
All right. I think I'll go forward with this question. Ritika, I'll go forward.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Like I said, social media is a blessing with disguise, and it is there everywhere. No matter what's your age, from a very young age toddler to an old, old age people, everyone is in social media. Everyone is looking the whole world, whatever content is there over the media, everyone has the access over it, right? So what the problem that comes in social media is, like, there's so much of content, there's so much of people in social media, that when you see this influencers promoting certain things and doing certain acts or stuff like that, you start to compare yourself. Like I said before, there's this comparison that comes, right? So that comparison, it puts people in a lot of dilemma, right? Because the way you are seeing someone over the screen, at on the other side of the screen, is not something how you look from this side, right? So, and the amount of comments and the amount of appreciation that people give just because a person's look in a certain way makes you even think more about yourself, as in, like, it makes you more conscious about yourself. I don't have that good hair, I don't have such a small waist, or I don't have that height, I don't have that weight, my skin color is a bit dark, and my skin color is way too fair. It can be of anything. So in that loop, you see one content, two content, three content, and you keep on going. And nowadays, if you actually see the algorithm of Instagram, once you start liking a certain content, the content keeps on flowing on a loop, right? So let's just say you have liked a certain body type, a certain content which promotes a certain body type, and all the influencers, all the content creators who has a similar content contribution towards Instagram or towards social media would be popping up in your algorithm, would be popping up on your screen. So in that loop, when you keep on going through reels after reels or photos after videos and all this thing, your brain will have a perception that, oh my god, everyone looks like that, everyone is flawless, everyone is perfect, but what am I? On the other side, I am not like that, right? So that is where the comparison comes, and it contributes to a lot of negative effect on your own self, the image that you have of yourself. Now, another thing, like, if you have critically analyzed social media, you'll see there's an idealized image body type, you know You see, you go through Instagram nowadays, there are body positive movement, and there are people from all different sizes and all different color, that they are promoting their own beauty. But there is also an idealized there's also an idealized body type in social media. If you see all the influencers, they do come from, most of them come from a similar size and shape, right?
Correct.
And when you idolize an influencer and when you relate to an influencer to a lot of things, and when you do not, even if you're trying, you're putting yourself in a very hard time to look in a certain way, just because you know that if I look like her, I would be appreciated, you know. So it's very simple. Like these influencers, these content creators are of every age group, right? There are content creators like 16 years old, 17 years old. Now if a 16 years old is consuming an content, who is again the content creator is also of a 16-year-old, there comes this thing, right? if अगर वो कर सकता है तो मैं क्यों नहीं कर सकता? I also need to be like that. I also need to think that way or work that way, right? So that Instagram has an idealized image of body type. Now another thing, we all are aware of it, but then also we, overlook it, overlook a lot of time. That is, a lot of thing that you see over Instagram is not real. It's not real. Even the body that you're looking in a video is not real. There's a tons of filter, there's a tons of editing that can be done over, even not just on photos but even on videos, right? A person may not have that snitched, waist and such big, I mean, like, whatever the height, the curve, whatever you're looking into, may not actually have that. It's just a perception, it's just an illusion that he or she is putting over on the camera, recording on the camera and putting it on the internet. But you, on the other hand, you are unaware of that. Even if you're aware that there is editing apps and there are editing and filters and stuff like that, but when you consume that content, you are unaware of that. That is it a real body type, or was it a filtered body type, right? So then that thing also pressurize people to a certain extent, where they start to question their own body image, they start getting really harsh on themselves, you know. So yes, social media do play a very very important role, because we all know that print media is dead these days. I'm like, kids from our generation, younger kids, they do not go to magazine, comics, they don't go there. They come to social media, they come to YouTube, they come to Facebook, they come to Instagram. And all of these things, you know, has a certain way, certain type of content which keeps on going on loop. And even the consumer, whoever is watching that, whoever is consuming those content, is also going on the same vicious loop of containing this, of looking at the same content again and again and again, until to a point where you question your own body image, right? So I think that's all I have from my side for the question.
Yeah, this was very insightful information that was shared. And yeah, influencers, talking about them, who are like the big show, or wherein people follow them, even they have to go through a lot to look perfect in front of the camera. Even they feel that my if my hair is looking perfect, if somebody puts their picture on their Instagram, even if they are their close friends or someone, they re, they take a lot of time or thinking that uh, should I reshare? Am I looking perfect? Is my hair looking perfect? The concept of perfect, we don't know where it has come from, but it has
Exactly.
definitely gotten a lot of self doubt in every person out there. If they are influencers, or is this a perfect OTT I'm wearing? The Gen Z term which people use, is this a perfect? My hair is looking perfect, or am I going in the right outfit outside? Will I be judged? Social media is very easily, they troll people also, that what are you wearing, how are you wearing, how are you dressed. to look perfect, to be avoid from the comparison. These are also certain things that social media brings in a lot of pressure to people. To
There's
post on
another.
Instagram,
Okay.
hmm
Yes. Yes. Sorry. Sorry.
to post, I was saying to post on Instagram, will I get enough likes?
Yes.
The comment section, will I get enough comments? Should I post?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
These are also certain things.
Mm.
Yes, ma'am, you
So
were telling something.
I was only about to say that the degree of seeking validation,
Mm-hmm.
has increased to a different extent right now. And when you see, like the way you said about Gen Z and about like outfit and all of these things, if you actually observe properly, you'll understand these days the authenticity is decreasing, because everyone is following the trend, everyone is wearing the same outfit, the same bottle they are drinking. I mean, like the aesthetic bottles that they come with, the the coffee cups, or the water bottle and stuff like that. Even the bag, the phone cover, everything is monetized by the Instagram and like the social media. But then again, the authenticity of a person is again decreasing day by day, because they are just trying to follow a trend, or trying to follow an influencer, and trying to look a certain way just to just to seek validation to a certain point. Otherwise, if they do not seek the validation, they would be outcasted, right? They would feel like they're misfit in the whole generation or in the whole society. Because there are people even in my friends group who are not involved in social media at all. And if you
Hmm.
talk to them, their their conversations are very different. They wouldn't speak about the trend, the memes, or like the viral content that is going on social media. They won't speak about those things. Rather, they'll speak about something else. And
Yeah.
this is something I have observed throughout the time, that authenticity of every individual, we do have individual differences in us, right? That authenticity has is slowly decreasing day by day. That's all I had to that's all I had to add. Actually, I just
Yeah.
remembered.
Yeah, it
Yes.
seems like it has been lost, wherein it has become a chain where everyone is following someone, and this is just going on. Ritika ma'am, do you want to add on something?
Yeah, so basically, as I already highlighted, so it's this point, like we say, social comparison or seeking the perfectionism or having an idealized body. So these are the few things which have been gone to an extreme extent. Now, people, when you are speaking about Gen Z, I understand for them nowadays, like social media is, of course, again, we say it's a boon and bane, two way, it works two way. So, yeah, but it's not, we have to be mindful about the usage of it. So just going around these things or just trying to catch the train will not be beneficial for you, and it may be beneficial for someone else. So, like you said about the social media or the delivering of products, which actually promotes the beauty standards, the product also has their individual differences and benefits and drawbacks, right? So, what suits us, it may be different from what suiting the other person. So, awareness and self compassion is really very important.
Yeah. Yeah, social media, as Yeja ma'am also pointed out, and you also just summarizing it as because of social media awareness, and also considering that you are different or you are an individual is getting lost. Everyone is following a chain like, I am doing it, she's also doing it, because I am doing it because the celebrity is also doing it. It's
Correct.
That's it, that the keto diet which came in, once it was a trend, wherein everyone was following the keto diet without considering whether their body accepts it or not.
Or not. Yeah, correct.
Moving on, let's see, we know the impact of the unrealistic beauty standards on individuals and the society is profound and far reaching, affecting various aspects of mental health, emotion, and our physical well-being also. How do you address the impact of the unrealistic beauty standards perpetuated by the media and the advertising agencies?
I guess
Okay,
the voice is
can you come
cracking.
again once again,
Yeah, the
Vaidehi?
voice is cracking actually.
Oh, I was asking, how do you address the impact of the unrealistic beauty standards perpetuated by the media?
Mm-mm. Ritika, do you want to go ahead with it, or should I?
You can, yeah, you can, you can.
I can. Okay. So, when we speak about unrealistic body standards, the way I just said everything right now, everything makes sense. Be it like, your the society and the social media, everything gives you a persona that you should look a certain type, you should, wear a certain type, and you should think a certain type. If you like the way I said this, the validation seeking increases so much, because if you do not look a certain way, people won't appreciate you, people won't acknowledge you, right? And there's so much of, in like, social media comes later. I think body shaming and everything starts at our home, right?
Hmm.
Even our parents, our neighbors, our relatives, they always speak about these things. They always speak about, how you should look a certain way, when you become a certain, when you are of a certain age, how you should start taking care of your body. Otherwise the society won't accept you, there will be an issue with marriage, and specifically talking about girls, and all those societal, institution that if we speak about, like, be it marriage, be it, like, in future, what I mean, like, when it comes to women, the max position that our parents always think, or like the society always think, is associated with marriage. When it comes
Yeah,
to women, when a woman turns to a certain age, it's always about marriage, finding a suitable husband, having a good, married life and stuff like that. And it is very ironical, and it's also funny that, you know getting a good husband, having a good family, depends on how you look. It's very funny sometimes. You'll only get a good husband, you will only get a good in-laws, your in-laws will only love you if you look into a certain, if you look a certain way, right? And that is really, I mean, like, it is also demeaning to the person who is not being able to look a certain way, right? If you are born a certain way and the society is not appreciating you, we have been talking about, like, fat shaming, and about racism and stuff like that. There are people who are very fair, like very fair, they're very light skin, very very light skin. They go through so much because of their skin. They're so much prone to any sort of skin disorder or skin illness and a lot of things. Even they have to go through so much because they are so light skinned, right? There are girls who are way tall, who have beautiful heights, 6 foot and everything. Even they are now, even they are questioned, like, you're so tall, how can you be so tall, being a girl you're way too tall, and stuff like that. So it's just, and like, who is setting this bar? Who is telling you how long, how tall should a girl be, how, what should be the average weight of a girl? Only if she falls into those categories, then only she will get into, she'll get into a good in-laws, or she'll get into a good marriage life. It's very funny, and it's really sad also at the same time. It's very unfair to say these things. Now it's funny to us because we cannot relate to these things, but there are a lot of people, a lot of girls, a lot of women of our age who are going through so much. They're going through skin whitening products, damaging their skin. They're going to different extent of, diets where they cannot function properly. They're harming their own body and stuff like that. So yes, we should always understand. Now again, when we talk about body image or positive body image, there is this thing, a lot of people say that we are promoting obesity or unhealthy lifestyle. That is not what we are promoting here. Now if you looked at the whole spectrum of body image, and different people, different size, different color and everything, you'll understand this thing. Like, when you are chronically ill, when your body is biologically sick, and like at that time also you have to take care of your body.
Hmm.
You also have to take care of your body when you're fit. People only take care of body when they are sick, right?
Correct.
That is a mentality they have. Like, I'll go to the gym because I am overweight. Why aren't you going to gym when you were fit, when your weight was fine? We have this mentality, only if only then you'll go to the gym, or only then you'll start taking care about yourself, only if you are not doing something, you're sick or you're not fine, then only we'll take care of ourselves. How about you take care of yourself when you are perfectly fine? There's no issue with anything, with your height, with your weight, with your color. You don't have issue with anything, but you're still taking care of yourself. And that is body positivity. And that is the sort of positivity we are promoting here. We are not promoting obesity, we are not promoting, unhealthy diets or like malnutrition. We are not doing, because those are medical conditions that needs to be looked into, right? And even if a person is obese, even if a person is malnutrition or very thin, has any sort of body eating disorder, even then the person can love him or herself, can show compassion, self compassion, self love. And with self compassion and with self love, he can navigate through that body medical conditions, and then he can take care of it. There's a very blurred line between when we talk about self care and body positivity. To what extent you gonna take your body positivity when it's hampering you medically, when it's hampering you biologically, right? Medically you're not, medically you know that you're not fit, medically you know that you are getting sick, but in the name of self care or in the name of body positivity, you're not doing anything because I just love the way I am.
Hmm.
It's hampering your own system, right? So I think this can be, I mean, like, this is one of my favorite topic to speak on. I have always been very vocal when it comes to body image, so you can see me speaking about it very, I mean, for long and long hours. But yes, that's all I have to share. And yeah, I mean, we should be very mindful about how, to what extent are we taking this body positivity, to what extent are we taking self care. It should not be in a position where your health is at stake, right? So yeah, that's all I have to share.
Yeah, for sure. So if you have a medical condition, it needs awareness, it needs medical treatment, and it needs to be cared. You need to work on it. But just avoiding it carelessly on the basis that this will be with me, I cannot help it, and I am happy with it, that's not what body positive image is. If we have a medical condition, it is already very stressful and it brings in a lot of uh, stress, problems in our mind, continuous doctor visit, continuous medication, and to have a time period to not forget my medicine because it will affect me in some other ways, it's also very stressing. So it is hard to have a medical condition and to live with it. So somebody accepting it and loving themselves for it is the right thing that we promote. Also, as you mentioned about that someone going about the malnutrition, skin very white, there are they are being compared from a very basic level at their home among their cousins, that look at your cousin, he or she is so good looking, look, they have found such a good happy life partner because they worked on themselves and they were so good looking. Guys are compared that you don't have muscles, you don't look tall. If a guy's height is short, he is told that who will give you a girl if you are being so short. And on the other side, which you mentioned, if a girl is too tall, she is told that you will not find a partner. Who? How will you find a tall guy like you? You will have a short husband. That kind of comments also brings in a lot of negativity and self consciousness in any individual. So as someone, we have to be very mindful of what we are speaking in front of others. and how it
Also,
can
I
affect
would,
it.
yeah, continue, please.
Yeah, yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, so I would also like to add one point here, as Yeja said, that who decides this rule, or who is telling us that this is an average weight for a girl or an average height for a man. So I feel a person who is able to manage or draw a bridge between what is actually accepting by their own beliefs, and drawing a line between the social construct which has been already there, or what the rules, or say the phenomena which is already decided by the society, because the judgments will be always there, whether you do flourishingly good or bad. There will be something or the other. Like you spoke about Anant Ambani's wedding recently, yeah. So even that wedding is also being trolled, right? So yeah, judgment will be there, but it's on the individual, or it's on the family members or relatives. If we are actually mindful, or bringing a positive space or a comfortable space for them to draw the line between what actually a social construct is and what actually a appropriate behavior is.
Yeah, uh, because already discussing that how body image is different of what we promote and what is the uh, talking about the diseases like obesity or any other health concern that people go through in their life. So, moving on, as promoting body acceptance involves encouraging individuals to embrace and love their bodies as they are. As you just mentioned about the Anand Ambani wedding, that he was also trolled for his pre wedding function, regardless of whether they conform to the societal beauty standards. How do we balance promoting body acceptance while also encouraging healthy behaviors such as exercise and nutrition, also?
Okay. I would like to go with this question. Yeja, do you want to? Okay.
No, no, it's
So,
fine. I'll
yeah. So that's yes. As Yeja already mentioned, that body positivity is not something that I'll accept myself as I am and I don't care about anything else. Of course, I feel the medical component, which we say, is of course the dominant one. So we have to look after our health, which will obviously promote our well-being even. So promoting obesity is not our goal, but actually promoting well-being and body positivity means something very different. So yeah, the line is very blurred, as you mentioned. Yeah. So there are a few things that would I'd like to highlight. Is first, the person should actually, or the people who are actually related with promoting this contents, like we say, we are talking about social media. They should actually promote body goals for each body type. So awareness about having what a pure shaped body looks like, or having what a rectangle or a triangle body looks like, the awareness and promoting nutrition plans or exercises, or how this body looks like actually by birth. It is a influence, something which we are born with, right? So yeah, so I feel promoting health and lifestyle for each body type will actually help to balance between promoting a healthy lifestyle and not forcing someone to, or judging, making judgment according to their body image. Second, I feel people, when they are talking about nutrition, as like we are talking about the webinar body on body image today, I feel the functionality should be shifted. So our main goal is not about weight loss or to look fair, or to look tall, or average, having an average weight or an average height. Our main goal is to promote well-being, right? So if you are promoting things like, if you have a regular good exercise routine or a nutrition food, it will increase your strength, your body flexibility, it will enhance your mood. So these are, we are shifting the functionality, what we are saying. So we are actually not targeting the person's weakness here, but actually we are changing, or bringing out the statements in such a way that it's taking a functionality different and how they perceive things. So it will obviously enhance, or it will obviously motivate them to follow a routine balanced diet, or say having a nutrition plan or exercising regularly. Then I feel education, of course, it is very important. I know nowadays a lot of things has been changed regarding body positivity or emphasizing on body image. As Yeaija said, there she is very vocal about these topics when it comes to body image or something. When we were in college, I feel there was a show by VR Yuva, if I'm correct. So there, this issues were brought up, just same like a verbal communication we had. So I really liked one of her statement which she mentioned in that webinar, that it's not my body, it's not me who is taking a lot of space. It is just my body who is taking a lot of space. So from where this education is coming, so you need to be first comfortable and acceptable towards what how or what you are having traits of, or how you look alike. Then you can expect it from others. So that expect or like discriminating the social construct, it comes from within first. So yeah, if we educate the children or young minds at a very small age about body positivity, or emphasizing on body image, or what are the different kinds of body image or look standards, and not go into this conventional, what you say, generalized body image consistency, right? So yeah, I think it will break the chain, and the balancing will be more appropriate here. Yeah. Then usually if we see, like you mentioned about keto diet, right? So I feel the influencers or whosoever is related with this field, instead of talking about dieting, now once we say dieting, like even if we have went for a family gathering or something, अरे तू तो डाइट पे थी ना, तू ये क्यों खा रही है? हम more or less we have heard this statement almost every time, right? And if we do not accept the food actually they are serving, oh okay, bada dieting shieting chal raha hai aapka. So this word dieting is not being actually acceptable. What it literally means, dieting does not mean not eating. People have a very misconception of this, that dieting involves restricted food habits, but no, they are actually substituting it with a proper nutrition food. So yeah, again, nutritionists or influencers working towards this, I really want them to actually give thoughts on how nutrition can be implemented in their regular food habits, and what can be the food habits for each body type, that will actually bring up in a more positive environment for the people who are actually suffering from body image issues. And lastly, I feel comfortable space where they can actually express their concerns, and people who can actually get them connected to their respective individual who can actually help them, like say for someone who is having issues with their, like you if we talk about Anand Ambani, his weight has an issue because he takes steroids, a lot of steroids, because of the asthmatic problem, right? So instead of trolling, I feel people who are actually having same concerns because they are not too much of hyped celebrity, if we can actually create a comfortable space for them and actually get them into contact with a good nutrition or a people who can actually be of help them to reach their bodily goals, that will be more helpful for them than to actually comment or stigmatizing them on a social gathering. So I feel yes, these are the few tips which will be really very helpful to bring out the balance between not promoting obesity or have bad habits or these things, but actually promoting or motivating individual to accept their body how it looks and go towards more positive well-being and overall their health goals.
Yeah, as you mentioned about acceptance, we were talking about how social media plays a very important role in our younger generation life. We are seeing in social media there has been acceptance. We have seen the mid-sized bloggers, influencers who are coming up, and they are accepting their body the way it is. They are okay showing a XL size outfit. They are okay promoting wearing sleeveless for someone who is conscious about her hands being shown. So we can also see in one way, as social media we're talking about, it's a boon and a ban. We can definitely see that how some mid-sized bloggers coming up, it's giving confidence and acceptance to people to talk about it, to wear what they want to wear and be okay with the type of body they are have, whether it's a pear shaped body or a rectangle shaped body. They are okay being standing out in the crowd and accepting themselves. So that is it which I thought of bringing in. And also one more thing, as you also mentioned about dieting. Yeah, definitely people follow each other. Oh, she is following that diet, I should join in too. But we don't know our muscle type, our nutrition that our body needs. Each one of us has a different level of vitamins in our body, different level of control system, different levels of um acceptings of things, because some people can fast straight for 24 hours, but some people cannot even for 4 hours, and that is nothing wrong with the person. It's the metabolism that the person has built in. So dieting is not wrong. To have a nutritionist diet is more important. To have a balanced diet with the calories intake according to a person who is certified enough to help you with. Because in this world, in the time where we are in, a lot of our work goes in sitting in a one constant space in front of screen, wherein our physical work has reduced, wherein the physical thing which we used to do, there is a lot of vehicles, there's a lot of easy to commute and everything. If you talk about the past, or a decade ago, there was a lot of walking people used to do, a lot of commuting that used to happen by bicycle, which is not there at our generation, and that is the reality we stay in. Now our maximum work can happen if we have a screen in front of us. So to have a balanced diet to keep ourselves healthy and fit is not wrong, but not not because of what others will think of me or what others will comment on me, that I am going on dieting. To keep myself fit is what I believe that we should have a dietary system. Yeja ma'am, would you like to add on something?
I think you guys have basically covered everything. I'm not being able to recollect anything right now to share. But yeah, I mean, like, get to know about your own self first. I mean, get comfortable with yourself. You're only starting a diet, you're only going to gym, you're only working out because you hate your body. You see yourself in the mirror. You're constantly in a pressure to change your body. In that headspace, there's going to be a lot of negative consequences. You may lose weight, but you heard about those things, like even if, like, a very plus size person have, you know is now has lost a lot of weight but is now in the middle, it has is wearing now, or small size now, but whenever he or she is complimented, he or she is not being able to take the compliment.
Hmm.
He or she has a hard time taking that compliment. Why? Because mentally you are still fixated with that body. Mentally you're still there in that body which you used to hate so much, you know. So if you start your journey of self-care, of body positivity, in a very positive note, first comes the acceptance of your body. Yes, this is how I look, this is how I am physically, and I really want to take care of my body, and so I would do certain things. I will take care of my skin, my hair, my gut system, my anything, whatever you talk about. When it comes from a place of compassion, when it comes from a place of love, kindness towards your own body, even a certain change in your body would give you so much of happiness, would give you so much of pleasure. And it even like, even if like the change is not there also, still you would continue doing the same thing. Still you would continue taking care of your hair, your skin, your gut health, everything. But when it comes from a place of hatred, when it comes from a place of, you are in a very self-conscious, very disgust with your own body type and how you look, even if you did a workout for a month and if there's no change in your body, you are going to get crazy. Like, why is it not happening to me? Why is there not a evident change in my body? Everyone is seeing result from this workout, why am I not seeing this result? But if you start with compassion, love, kindness, even if there is no change, you physically you would feel, even after working out, biologically our body releases dopamine. It gives you that pleasure after working out, right? There's a lot of neurotransmitters that release in our body, which biologically gives you that high, or that gives you that hit, where you feel good about yourself. When it comes from a place of compassion, love and kindness, even if there's no change, you would start enjoying your workout, you would start enjoying taking care of yourself. And I think that is the best place to start. First and foremost, please accept yourself however you look, and then start taking care of yourself. When you start taking care of yourself, irrespective of what the beauty standards are, irrespective of social media trends, you would be at your highest potential, and you would be so happy with yourself because you don't have anyone to compare yourself with. You don't have an ideal image for yourself. It's just me versus me. I am happy with this body type, I'm happy with this curly hair of mine, or this skin type of mine, or whatsoever. When there is no comparison, you are in a such a better headspace. But if
And
you
you
are
will love yourself.
constantly, yes, you start to you actually start loving yourself. And people
Yeah.
these days think, what is this cliche thing of like, it's all just social media thing of saying love yourselves, self love and stuff like that. It's not. When you actually start practicing self love from a place of kindness, compassion and love towards yourself and acceptance, you'll understand the value of self love, self care, going to workout, taking a fast. Fast are so important for our body, for our gut
Hmm.
health. Having an intermittent fast, not just because you want to lose weight, but because you want to take care of your gut system, because you
Yeah.
want to take care of your body, your metabolism. That's why you're doing it. And that would give you the highest amount of pleasure, you know so I think, yes,
So
that's all I have.
I would like to
Start from a place
add
of,
one thing. So the motive is not just challenging the societal norms. It's basically just to have an inclusive phenomena for both from our side as well as from psychological and social factors. So yeah, it doesn't go one way. If you are
Yeah.
breaking the societal
absolutely.
norms, if you are breaking the stereotypes or whatever the norms has been challenged, but we also do it something good. Look, just as we say, no,
Yeah.
health is not just absence of disease, but something positive too. Health is not just mere absence of disease. So yeah, of course, inclusivity plays a role here.
Inclusive, along with inclusivity, so as you said that social constructs are there, but we are the ones who are making it and still following it. If we take charge of ourselves, that I will not fall into it, the change starts there.
There, exactly.
The change comes in from there. If we start
you know
accepting the way we look.
Breaking the cycle, it's just as simple. You
Yeah.
need to break the cycle.
Yeah,
Just because
and
your
we
mom
were
have went through it, your sister have went through it, your grandmother has gone through it, a lot of people in your generation has gone through it, doesn't mean you need to take that forward in your generation. You need to break that cycle. That's how even trauma works,
Yeah,
right? You
someone
need to
has to
break it.
challenge that. Yeah,
Yes, someone has to
talking.
challenge it.
and also bring a change there. Yeah, so just challenging won't help. Yeah,
Yeah, and as we were talking in the beginning of the session, also, ki where social media has also brought in the chain reaction of everyone. That if this celebrity is the following it, the influencers follow it, and then the society follow it. This chain is also something wherein our identity is lost.
lost.
We are in no
True.
way charge of the outfit we are wearing. Okay, this is in trend. This style of outfits are in trend. Let's wear it. This style of phone cover or this style of hairstyle, as we have seen, that the kind of hairstyle, this makes me look thin. My face looks thin if I keep my hair at this side, is also noticed or given a thought so much. People are bothered enough of which angle I should stand so that I don't look healthy and I look slim. This is my portfolio.
So yeah, I feel people are more engrossed with the superficial level of what idealized body image is, but not looking actually within what's good or bad for them. I
Yeah,
feel. Yeah.
and this also comes in with, in front of people you will laugh that okay, I have become fat, I have to look care of myself. And if someone compliments you, "Ki, you have become thin," it is never taken as a positive uh, compliment. It is always said कि अब अभी तो कहाँ, अभी तो बहुत काम बाकी है. So that concept of thin, yeah, the concept of have a perfect body shape is never satisfied. We are never satisfied of what we are doing. Even if we are doing gym, even if we are in our dieting, if talking about the physical body type, or our hair or skin. If we're taking care of our skin, doing a skincare routine every morning, every night, and if someone compliments in our skin also, we'll be like, कुछ नहीं यार, मैं तो कुछ ही नहीं कर रही हूँ. This is just the normal that is happening अपने आप. We don't accept ourselves also the improvement which we get in.
Correct. Very true. Very true.
We also have comments on our YouTube live from Lisa Chaudhary and Salman Khurshid Mazumdar. Psych Space is very glad that we could help you and also educate or create awareness in certain way. Thank you so much to both of our speakers for sharing such insightful information and having a great discussion with us, very sporting and all thoughts coming in. With this, we have come to the end of our YouTube live for today. I would like to thank both of our speakers once again for coming and giving their valuable time, sharing their experience and insightful information. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for
Thank you so
having me
much,
with
Vaidehi.
you today. Yeah, thank you so
And
much.
I would also
No, no,
like to thank.
go ahead, Ridhika. Sorry, I
Thank you,
spoke in between.
please.
Ridhika, can you hear us?
Yeah, yeah. No, I was
Yeah,
No, no,
just
I
please.
thanking
said,
her. So, yeah,
oh
so
yeah,
thank you so much for having me today here. It was a pleasure talking to both of you. And it feels great that people are actually becoming more aware about these topics and bringing up this thing. So that, yeah, even if we can bring change into two people just because of this webinar today, it's a like huge achievement for us, definitely.
true, 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 true. You know, even if like the change starts from a very, it starts from a point, right? Then it spreads. So even if one person take away the message that we are trying to spread from this webinar, is I think a win-win situation from all of us,
Correct,
right, from this webinar. Yes.
correct.
So yes, thank you so much. I think like we can speak on this topic because it's very relevant. And even like whoever is watching on the other side of the webinar, I think even they can relate to it, irrespective of gender. I know, being like we three being girl, we have highly spoke about from a very feminine point of view, but it is body positivity and body shaming goes hand in hand for both the genders. In our society it's a
Correct.
little prevalent in female, but then again male, there are tons of body shaming in male. There are tons of like a negative body image with male as well. It's just they have just accepted it. They do not, as we know, men doesn't talk about their feelings much, and that is also a stereotype that we, our society, have
Again,
created.
yeah.
And unfortunately, they a lot of men are trying to come across, come over from this thing that we do have feelings and we do share things. We also like to speak about our things, but I think there's a long journey for men also to understand like how hard they are being on themselves, right? And how hard it is also to be man enough in this society, where even a little feminine trait in a man would be question, are do you
Yeah.
belong to any other, do you belong to the community, right? A little feminine trait in men would question their masculinity. So I think yes, there's a lot of things that we can talk about. And overall, thank you so much whoever is watching on the other side. Thank you so much for the comments that we got from Lisa, from Salman, Khushrid Mazumdar. Yes, I think that's all. And thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
thank you so much. Thank you. It is for sure, as you mentioned, that the males that even sharing their emotion once, like men don't cry, which is built in, engraved since a very young age, and
True.
for and which they accept that we don't express, whether it's body image or whether it's our emotion, physical health, mental health. If it is anything, we are not ready to accept it, or they have started let go it, like, okay, this is it, what it is.
I know. They are really hard on themselves. To be very honest, it's very unfortunate to talk about these things, because we always have this image of men to be the most strongest, to be the provider, someone who can take all in and doesn't feel anything, we almost, if we talk about a societal concept that we have for men, we always think about men to be a robot,
Yeah.
only does thing, doesn't feel anything, कुछ भी फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, बस करते जाते हैं, doesn't affect
Machine.
anything. But then again, we
Machine
know
hai.
the societal traits, who is more prevalent
Oh,
over there.
So again, the traits are being idolized basically, and not having that enough space or void to fill up.
yeah.
Yes,
One failure, कोई लड़की अगर for example if they don't succeed or their career is not succeed, they are told you have a secondary option to get married. This is
yes,
what the
yes.
society is taught, that if you don't succeed, but when if a man does not succeed, or if there's something where the man does not turns up, which they are declared as failures. You cannot do anything in your life. If you're not good looking also, कौन लड़की देगा तुम्हें, ढूंढ लो खुद ही. There are this comments that come up, and these are some funny memes that I'm talking about on our social media platforms that talk about it.
True, true,
So
true.
this topic is endless, and we can
Yes.
go on and on. Yeah.
True.
So I will again bring in with thank you to all our viewers for joining in and being with us throughout. From today, as we continue to advocate for body acceptance, let us lead by example, promoting self compassion, respect, and inclusivity in our words and action. Let's promise ourselves to be the ones who can bring a change, not maybe to the society, but in themselves too. Together, we can work towards a world where everyone feels valued, accepted, and empowered to love the skin they are in. Thank you so much. If you have any concerns or any information regarding that and you want to talk to us further, you can contact us on our Instagram platforms, and we are available both offline and online. And if you have liked our content, please like the YouTube page. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Thank you.